Chipperton Tramway. My name is Chips and this is our workshop foreman, Toby. On today's episode, we're going to finally finish off these carriages. We've got the painting to do, the timber work to do, and the seats to do. Let's go. Alright, so with the underframe and the floor finished, it was now time to go through, do some work on the timber work. So from Bunnings, I got some of this, which is a 11mm thick piece of pine that's actually been primed already. I'm never much good at priming stuff and preparing surfaces for painting, so this meant that it was ready to just slap the grey straight onto it. So painted it up, cut it to size, and then initially I tech screwed it into these bits of steel here, but once I started running these, we soon worked out that tech screws weren't going to be strong enough to hold it. As soon as someone leant on it, the tech screws would come undone. So what we've done instead is we've drilled the tech screws out and replaced them with the bolts and nuts and the spring washer. Then it was time to get the seat sorted out. So obviously a few years ago I had already built the seat frames, and I've made them double-ended so that it doesn't matter which way the carriage is facing, people can still ride on the carriage. Now, on top of the steel frame is a piece of timber, and glued to the timber is the foam for the seat, and then wrapped around both of those is this bit of vinyl I got from Clark Rubber. And big thanks to the Lady Commissioner and Mother Chips, who put it all together for me, so that all I had to do then was screw it onto the frames. And then there's 4 holes that I drilled in the bottom of the seat frame and drilled into the floor of the carriage, so that each seat is attached to the carriage with 4 bolts. Which then means that I can take the seat off at any time if I just want to use these carriages as open wagons, and then replace it whenever I want to use it as a passenger carriage. The seat also then doubles up as holding the floor plate in place as well. And so the carriages were now officially complete. Took them straight down to the club. Our competent person signed them off as being fit for duty, and they've been doing a good job for me. There's been a few little teething issues that we've worked through. One of course being the sides, which we, as I said before, we've replaced the tech screws with proper bolts. The other thing that we had to work on a little bit was these bogey plates. I'd made them too wide, and when the carriages filled up and compressed the springs down, the wheels were rubbing on the bottom of the bogey plates. So I've skinnied them up a little bit, and yeah, they're running really well. The final piece of the puzzle though was of course getting the sign writing done, and what the sign writing does is make it look a little bit more like a real railway wagon. This was done for me by Earle Signs in Kadina. And of course we got the large Chipperton Tramway Company lettering, but the thing I really worked on making sure was as accurate as I could get it was down the bottom here, where we've got the A end, the B end, when the carriages were oiled, when their A exam, B exam and C exam is due. And I do run these carriages through an A exam, B exam and C exam, just like the rural railways. In various periods of time. So these dates that you see that I've chalked onto here are the actual dates when those exams are due. And then of course I've got the carriage lettering and its number, classification and number, and then the load and the tear of the wagon. Now I had to sort of make this one up, and I used a narrow gauge wide truck, which is a little four-wheel open wagon that we use up at Pitchy Ritchie Railway. And I sort of assumed that if a four-wheel truck is half of what a bogie truck would be, then I'll just double the weights of the load and the tear of a wide truck to give me my load and tear for my NWOE truck. So yeah, I hope you've really enjoyed this series on building the open wagons. I hope it inspires some of you to get out there and start mucking around a bit with miniature railways, whether it's building your own carriages like me, or whether it's just joining your local club and getting involved that way. Until the next project, we'll see you later on. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss out any updates to the Chipperton Tramway. See you next time.